Hello and welcome to Percentiles. Today we are going to do the fourth part of time, speed and distance. In this we will be learning about the concept of circular tracks. So without wasting any time, let's start. So in circular tracks there are mainly two kinds of situations that can arise. One is when runners are running in the opposite direction, and two, obviously I think you might have guessed by now, that is the runners when running in the same direction. So we will be doing both situations one by one. So let us start with the situation that is runners are running in opposite direction. So let's suppose this track that we have here is of 600 meters and we have two persons that are running around this track, that is A and B. A is running at 20 meter per second and B is running at 30 meter per second, right? So when A and B are running, and let's suppose A is running in the clockwise direction and B is running in the anti-clockwise direction. So how much distance do they need to cover to meet for the first time? I think the distance that they do need to cover to meet for the first time is 600 meters, right? So how much time will it take? Time will be nothing but distance upon the relative speed. So A and B are in opposite direction, so the relative speed will be nothing but 20 plus 30, that is 50. So they will be taking exactly 12 seconds, right? So in 12 seconds A is running at the speed of 20 meter per second. In 12 seconds he will be covering 240 meters. So when A and B will meet for the first time, A will be somewhere here. So this is nothing but the first point of meeting. So just assume what will happen when they will be meeting here. Like when they will meet, can I say A will be standing here facing this side and B will be standing here facing this side. So what if they didn't stop after meeting for the first time? If they continue to run after meeting for the first time, can I say now this point will be acting as a starting point from now? And how much distance does it took for A to meet for the first time? That is 240 meters. And the things are exactly same for now as well. So if after this, can I say A and B will meet again when A have traveled another 240 meters, right? So A must have reached here. So A have traveled 240. So 240 here and 240 now. How much distance is left now? That is 120 meters, right? So at point number 2, at second meeting point, what is happening? A is facing here and B is facing downwards again. So after this, if they keep on running, so when will they meet again? A will again take 240 meters to meet B. So A will be somewhere here, exactly here. So this will be the third point. So A, from the starting point A actually covered this 120 meters and again 120 meters. And if I look from the starting point, how much the distance was there? So this hole was from point this to point this. This was 240. And now we have 120 already covered. So 120 meters left. So at E, A will be facing downwards and B will be facing upward again. So A needs to cover 240 meter again. So can I say A will now be somewhere here? 120 this distance and 120 this distance. So A will be here 240. And how much distance will be left? 120 meter will be left again. And after this, if I talk about the last point, then he will be meeting at this particular point. Is the starting point. Right. So actually what happened, what we saw is there are 5 meeting points, and how are these 5 meeting points distributed? They are distributed along the circle, and the point that is the starting point is the last meeting point. Let's take one more example of it. Let's have it again. Now we have a circle and let's say we have A and B again. Now the speed of A is 10 meter per second and the speed of B is, let's say, 30 meter per second, and the track that I have now is of 400 meters. So what will happen now if A is facing this direction and B is facing this direction? So how much time will they take to cover? How will we find that the total distance needs to be covered for the first meet is this whole circumference, that is 400 meters, and the time that will be taken is distance upon speed, that is nothing but 400 upon 40, that is 10 seconds. Right. So in 10 seconds, how much distance will A cover? A's speed is 10 and in 10 seconds. So A will cover nothing but 100 meters. So this is whole 400 meters. So 100 meters is just the quarter. right? So the first meeting will be here. Now here what will happen, A will be facing this direction and B will be facing this direction. Just assume that they keep on running. So A will be meeting B after covering another 100 meter again. So A covered 100 meter this. And how come A covered 100 meter? Because B needs to run for 10 seconds as well. So he will be covering 300 meters. So by the time A is covering 100 meters, B is covering 300 meters. So what is happening here is, when A is present here and A by covering 100 meters from this, so B is doing what? B is covering the whole 300 meters and coming back here. So they met here. So after this, there will be the third meeting happen when A will cover another 300 meters, and by the time B will cover 400, and the fourth meeting will happen here at the starting point, right? So I have a few observations, but first look at the very basic and the very first observation. So in the first scenario, what happened? A and B were the two with the speed of 20 and 30, and what happened here is the speed was this, and here the speed was this. So if I look at the ratio, in the first case the ratio was 2:3 and the number of meeting point was 5. In the second case, the ratio of the speed of both is 1:3 and the number of meeting point was 4. I just hope you are getting what I am doing here. Right, so just tell me, if the ratio is 2:7, then what will be the number of meeting points? So the number of meeting point will nothing but 9. Right, and if I say the ratio is 2:6, then what is the number of meeting point? Will the meeting point be 8? Will the meeting point be 8? So no, the meeting point won't be 8. Why? Because I can further reduce this ratio and the ratio will be 1:3, and now the number of meeting point will be nothing but 4. So by this I just meant to have three observations into your mind. The first is, starting point is always the last meeting point. Second, all points are at equal distance from each other. Third, number of distance meeting point is always equal to the sum of simplest speed ratio of the two runners. So that is the sum of the ratio, but the ratio should be in the simplest form, right? So I just hope that you got this concept, and let's move on to the another concept now. So circular tracks, and now we will be doing the second part of this, that is when the runners are running in the same direction, right? So let's suppose A and B, there are two runners, and that is running at 20 meter per second and 30 meter per second, right? The case as we have done earlier, and now they are doing, they are running in the same direction, and the speed track is 600 meters. So now what will happen? Now if I say, how much time will they take to cover the whole distance, what is happening? If I stop A, B is running the whole direction, so B needs to cover this 600 meters, right? So the distance that is being covered is 600 meters like earlier, but the difference will come when you'll check the relative speed. Now the relative speed will be nothing but 30 minus 20, that is 10. Okay, so the time that will be taken is 600 meters upon 10, that is 60 seconds, and A is running at 20 meter per second into 60. If I count this into 60, so 6 2s are 12, and that is 1200 meters. So A will be covering 1200 meters. So this is like 600 meters. One round will be of 600 meters, another round will be of 600 meters, and A will be here. By that time, where will be B? B will be like 30 into 60 seconds, that is 1800 meters. So A is having like 1200 and B is covering 1800. So what are they doing? If their speed ratio are in the ratio 2:3, by the time A will be covering the 20 meters, the B will be covering 1800 meters, right? So this is what has happening between them. So let's just move on to a quick example. If I have this A and B, A is running at 10 meter per second and B is running at 30 meter per second, and the distance now that I have is 400 meters. A and B is starting from the same point in the same direction. Okay, so now the distance they need to cover is 400. Well, quickly let's find out the time. So the time will be nothing but 400 upon the speed, relative speed, that is 30 minus 10, that is 20. So there it will be taking 20 seconds. So after 20 seconds, there will be A's speed is 10. So 10 into 20 will be, A will be covering 200 meters. So A will be coming all the way down to here and will be covering 200 meters. By that time, B will be covering how much? That is 30 into 20, 600. So 600 means one full round, that is 400, then the half round. So the first meeting will be happening here and second meeting will be happening here, right? So how many number of meeting points we have here is, there's two meeting point, and in this particular part we have one meeting point, right? So let's just have a look here. When we have the speed ratio 2:3, we had just one meeting point. We had the ratio 1:3, we had two meeting points. If we'll have 1:4, we'll have three meeting points, right? So what is the scene that is happening here? The number of distinct meeting points is actually the difference between the simplest form of the ratios, right? So again, the 3 points that we are having is, first is starting point is always the last meeting point. That is the case in both the situations. All points are at equal distance from each other. That is true. All points are at equal distance. Like in the first case we have only one point here, in the second case we have only 2 points that are at the equal distance, just opposite to each other, right? The third point is, number of distinct meeting points is always equal to the difference of the simplest speed ratio of the two runners. The speed ratio should be in the simplest form, right? So let's just quickly move on to the next slide and see what are the further things that we have in this. Now the first scenario that can arise, and that actually arises in the exam, is when two runners running in the same direction interchange their speed whenever they meet, right? So what is actually happening now is, let's say here I have A which is running in this direction and B which is running in this direction. So what I know from now is that their ratio. Okay, one more thing that I want to just clarify here is how, like, A and B are there. Let's suppose A's speed is nothing but 20 meter per second and B's speed is nothing but 30 meter per second, right? So what I know from this ratio, that they are running in the opposite direction, they will be having 5 meeting points. So I'll make 5 meeting points, right? So once I made these 5 meeting points, what I know, all the 5 meeting points are at equal distance, but in which way are they arranged? So are they arranged 1 2 3 4 5? We obviously saw in the previous example that that is not the case necessarily. So how are they arranged, right? So let's say A, what is the ratio here? Ratio is 2:3, right? Now just start counting. A is moving in the clockwise direction, right? So I'll start counting. 1 2. A has 2 in his ratio, so I'll count 1 2. So this is the first meeting point. Now 1 2, this is the second meeting point. Now 1 2, this is the third meeting point. Now 1 2, fourth meeting point. 1 2. By default, the fifth meeting point is the last meeting point is a starting point, right? I hope you got this. You can do this with respect to B as well, by taking B as well. Let's just do this quickly by taking B. So B is running in anti-clockwise direction at the speed ratio of 3. So 1 2 3, that is the first meeting point. 1 2 3, the second meeting point. 1 2 3, the third meeting point. 1 2 3, the fourth meeting point. 1 2 3, and the fifth meeting point, right? So what I'm trying to say actually is, like, if a question arises in which the question setter is asking you to tell by at what distance from the clockwise direction will they meet for the 70th time, so now it is pretty simple to answer. You know, there is a cycle of 5 in this particular case. There is a cycle of 5 going on. So if they are asking 78, that is nothing but 75 plus 3. So 78th meeting will be at the same position where the third meeting is, right? So I just hope you got this. So now coming to the point, two runners are running in the same direction, interchange their speed whenever they meet. Okay, first of all, this is not the same direction. This is right. This question cannot be answered when they are running in the same direction. So what actually happened when they are running in the different directions, right? So this is the ideal case. Now what I know is there will be 5 meeting points in the ideal case. So let's say A is running here and B is running in this direction, A with 2 and B with 3. So first meeting will be 1 2. So this will be the first meeting point, and A will be running in this, B will be running in this, but now A will be running at 3. So I need to count 3 from this. So 1 2 and 3. So this is the second meeting point. Now A will be again running at 2. So 1 2. this will be the third meeting, right? So now here A will be running with 3, so this will be the fourth meeting point, this will be the fifth meeting point, and this will be the sixth meeting point, and so on. So what actually we saw is that these meeting points are no longer there. So there are only two meeting points which are into consideration right now. So all the even number meetings will be happening on the starting point, and all the odd number meetings will be happening at the point that is the meeting point number 1. So this is how the position changes when they are just interchanging their speed whenever they are meeting, right? So let's quickly move on to the second scenario. So what does the second scenario says? It says what will happen when they are changing their direction whenever they meet. So we know the ideal condition. Let's make that first. This is the ideal case that we have, right? So let's just quickly move on to the another case that we can have now. And obviously this is the starting point. So A is standing here, B is standing here, 2 and 3 in this direction. 1, 2, the first meeting will be happening here. Now what will happening is A will face this direction and B will face this direction, and the speed of A is nothing but 2 and the speed of B is nothing but 3, right? So where A is going now, 1 and 2, so this is the second meeting point, and here the original situation will be this again. So 1 and 2, the third meeting will be here, the fourth meeting here, the fifth meeting here. So this is the same case as the case earlier. So no matter what, if the question is asking you that they are changing the direction, that is also the same thing, and if they are asking you that they are changing the speed whenever they are meeting, so both are the same cases, right? So let's quickly move on to the third part here, that is this: whenever they are meeting, they are changing their direction as well as their speed. So both of the things are changing now. So let's first make the ideal condition here, and I'm taking that only A is to B is 2:3 wala ratio. So A running this side, B running this side. This is the ideal case. Now quickly make the case that we have. So what will be happening now? So A is moving this direction and B is moving this direction. The ratio is 2:3. So 1, 2, 1. Right, meeting number 1. So A is now moving in this direction with the speed of 3, B is moving in this direction with the speed of 2. Right, so now where will be A going? 1, 2, 3. So this is the second meeting point, right? So A is coming all the way running from here to this. So now what will be happening? A is moving this and B will be moving this direction, A with the speed of 2 and B with the speed of 3. So where now A will go? 1, 2. So this will be the third meeting point. A is coming downwards, so A will go upwards and B will go downwards. A was coming with the speed of 2, now he will go with the speed of 3. So 1, 2, 3. So this is the fourth meeting point. A was coming downwards, A will go upwards, B will go downwards, A with a speed of 2, then 1, 2, and this is the fifth meeting point. So actually, can you see like what was the change? So fifth meeting point, third meeting point, second, first, fourth. So actually there was no change when we are changing both the things. So if we change one of the things, the change will be same in both the cases. If we change both the things, there will be actually no change. So this was the whole concept about the circular tracks. I hope you like the concept. We will be meeting in another video with some of the hot questions that have come in the past years. Before going, I would just like to tell you that you can now subscribe to our channel by clicking on the icon that is showing on the screen right now. Thank you very much.